fantastic. It's like, oh wow, this really worked. This makes a lot of sense economically. Standard of living, everything's like all metrics that we're measuring are up. We should do this. But we're not going to implement that. Not on a countrywide basis. No way. But why? But why not? Why? It's annoying. Hello, we got a first time chat saying, hey, what's up? Hello, what's up with you? I'm good. I'm pretty good. I'm just chilling on the bed in my hotel bed in Thailand with my new vagina. So it's a low energy stream and it's not the usual format. Normally I make Lego, but we're having a fun time. It's mostly chat, right? It's just some chat. Speaking of chat, where were we? Lena, see you, Disc Girl. Some pics of my new set. Yes, okay, so put it on the Discord. Yes, put it on the Discord. Put it on the Not Safe for Work area of the Discord. If you want to see the Not Safe for Work area of our Discord, everybody, you have to be a subscriber. So that's an incentive. Carlin does seem to be a nice guy. Bill, yeah, Carlin is a nice guy. He's a great guy. I enjoyed working with him. He treated me nicely. He treated me with respect. He was very professional. It was kind of full on actually, because we didn't have a huge amount of time, due to circumstances. So we kind of just got through it. He was very professional, and he was very he really helped. The thing is, I haven't seen any of the product yet. I have not seen any of the photographs or the videos we took, and I'm dying to see them. I can't wait. I'm kind of scared. I still don't know if they're any good, quite honestly, and I'm a bit worried. It's like, yeah, we're not going to release these. They were shit. But fingers crossed they will be released at some point. It's just it's a schedule thing, Groovy released them. I don't have access to them, but I can share them once they're public domain. So I can't wait. I really want to see them. I think they're going to be good, though. I think they'll be good. I had some nice outfits. I wore some nice outfits. I did my face really nice. I had nice hair. And Colin he's a good photographer. So I've seen his photos. He does some good photos. So we'll see. We'll see how it went. We'll see. Studio. Okay, is it me or is Meja lagging out? Let me see. It's you. I've dropped 0 frames. So according to what it says here, I've dropped 0 frames. So I think it might be you. You might need to do a restart Studio, or you might need to reset your router. You might need to, I don't know what your situation is. You might need to move your position. I don't know. But yeah, as far as I can tell, this stream's going up pretty well. 0 drop frames. We're good. Lag does happen though. Yeah, I am in Thailand as well. I don't know if that's an issue. It has happened a couple of times. Because there's a lot that can go wrong because of the fact that I'm streaming from Thailand. I guess there's a bunch of things that are gonna go wrong in that situation. So even though I'm not dropping any frames, even though my upload is going up to the local Twitch server, that doesn't mean that you're going to get it at the same rate, I guess. I don't know. It's complicated, but I'm afraid there's nothing I can do about it because as far as I can see, I've dropped 0 frames. So, Lena, sorry, that's a terrible laugh. That sounds like an evil laugh. Lena goes, hee hee hee. Yeah, I've seen some pics of your set. That's nice. No, I don't know her. Valkyria. Groovy is a good place. I got approved on Groovy myself in 2021, but haven't had the money to go to the US. You don't have to go to the US, Lena. You can do it in the UK. You can do your shoot in the UK. Just contact Carlin. I think if you're on Twitter, you're on Twitter. It's Carlin London. Do a search for Carlin London on Twitter. Just send him a DM. If you've already been approved, then you should be able to organise a shoot, you know, if you've been pre-approved. I guess if it was 2021, it might be recent. You might need to reapply again, but I'm sure you'll get in again. So, you know, you could do that. Just go to the UK. Obviously, that's still not free, but you'll get money back. It'll be a paid gig, and you should be able to be quids in from the, you know, your flights should not cost more than the money you'll get, which is not a huge amount, but even so, you should be okay. So give that a go if you want to do it. Meja, the stream restarted 3 minutes and 20 seconds ago when I posted this. Oh my fucking god, did it? That's weird. Okay. So I didn't know that. So this is part 2 of the stream. I had no idea that happened. So I guess something was lagging. That's when people were talking about it. Fine. Telenor sucks balls at the moment, so probably me, definitely. I know a girl who works for Telenor. She's here. She's just had a new vagina as well. She works for Telenor. I'll go and have a word. I'll have a word with her and complain. Because Studio, you're in Norway as well, right? I mean, you must be, because you're talking about Telenor. Oh, Lena, it can take over 1 month to the set's done. My set with another company that took over 1 month. Yeah, no, and I think, you know, I think it might even take more than that. I don't know. We must be coming up on about a month now, so we'll see. Maybe it'll happen soon. It can take over. Yeah, sorry. No, you do stop for a second, but I don't think it's OBS dropping frames. It seems more like an overall network thing rather than your computer thing. Yeah, it's probably server lag. I think it is. It's not me. It's just one of those things. There's nothing that can be done. It's Twitch. It's the internet infrastructure. It's a bunch of stuff. I reckon that the hotel has some heavy file that they dump periodically every 10 to 20 minutes, and that slows the whole network for a bit. Seems silly, but I've seen that kind of stuff happen before. You think? I don't know. I would say it's more of an internet infrastructure thing. That would be my best guess. But I missed the problem part. But yeah, and also, you know what? It says right now for me on OBS, it says I've been live for 1 hour 41 minutes. That's what it says. So I don't know what to believe. It's weird, isn't it? Okay, so Bill says that's why they should have 2 connections, one for them, another for guests. Absolutely, yeah. They shouldn't do hotel admin on studio Wi-Fi, internet connections, and they often don't. Hey, Lena, you just resubscribed for 3 months. That's super cool. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear. That's lovely. Thank you for all the subscriptions, guys. It's making my day. I need them. I've run out of money. I've just spent it all on a vagina. So any support is really, really appreciated right now. Thank you so much. Oh, right. You're in Bergen. You're in Bergen, are you? Okay. Ah, cool. Yeah, Bergen's tricky for me to get to. It's a long drive. I did it. It took me about 9 hours, I think. It's a 9-hour drive to Bergen. But it's lovely. I love Bergen. It's a lovely place. It's a great city. I just wish it was closer to Kristiansand. Telenor refused to offer the mobile service I wanted from them, so I had to switch. Okay, Telenor is more of a Scandinavian thing then, I'm guessing. It's not just Norway, is it? Lena, I have talked to Colin sometimes, but I was paid for hardcore scene, not a solo one. All right. Oh, cool. And maybe do they not do hardcore in the UK? Is that just in the States? Because I thought that they did. I thought they did hardcore in the UK as well. But Maybe, I don't know, maybe, yeah, but I don't know. But okay, I see. So you have to go to the US. That's a pain, isn't it? That's a shame. Yeah, Lena's in Oslo, yeah. And Lena says 8 minutes, 10 seconds. Is that how long? So that says that's how long I've been streaming for. How funny. Well, OBS obviously gives me a different number, but I don't know what's going on. It's Twitch being Twitch, isn't it? That's what it is, Bill. It's Twitch being Twitch. They take a big cut, but they don't necessarily provide a great service. Studio says, I have actually followed you earlier, subbed even, if I recall correctly. I haven't been on Twitch for ages, though. I think you dropped by on Machine Kitten stream or something. Okay, sorry, I have no memory of any of this, but thank you for rejoining. Thank you for rejoining us. It's cool. It's well good, and it's cool to have a fellow Norwegian. Well, I'm not Norwegian, but it's nice to have a fellow Norwegian resident, to join me on the stream, because we can talk about Norway and how, amazing and also shit it is, or whatever. Nowhere's perfect, is it? But Norway's pretty good. Nemo's back, but you don't need to apologize, Nemo. If you've got things to do, if you've got life to do, and who doesn't, then don't apologize. I need to sort something out. Right, what's the fuck's going on with my costuming bag? I thought I'd sealed this, but it looks like it's still going. Fuck's sake. I'm supposed to be bladder training, and I got a bloody full bag of apple juice here, which I need to put in the fridge, and I'll drink that later. But I clamped it, but I've clearly not clamped it properly. I don't know why. What's going on? I'm gonna have to try and clamp it again. I'm gonna have to give it a go, because I'm supposed to be bladder training. So we is not supposed to be going out. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, that's a great point to follow, actually. Was it the catheter bag? No, I keep calling it a colostomy bag. It's a catheter bag. Was it the catheter bag that did it, or was it me talking about my I don't know. But thanks for the follow anyway. It's cool. It's really cool. I appreciate it very much. Right, is that clamped? How the fuck are you supposed to bloody clamp these things? Like that looks clamped to me, but I don't know. You know what I need? I need a clothes peg or something. That might work better, because that's... Ow! Fuck's sake. I'm not a fan of catheters. I don't know what that was. I think it's like, I don't know if it like got pushed back into the bladder or something, but it's not fun when that happens. It really isn't. It's really quite painful. I don't know what's going on. But to me, that looks clamped. Can you even see that? Can you see that? It's kind of in the way, isn't it? You can't. But to me, that looks clamped. And yet, I've got a full bag of weed on this. I don't know what's happening. Right, back to the stream. Sorry, I'm streaming in various ways here. One of them I'm having fun on, and one of them is I'm not aware of it, and I'm not happy about it. So, but this is a double stream. It's like when someone has double stream setups, they stream both to YouTube and to Twitch. Well, I'm streaming to Twitch, and I'm also streaming to this bag. It's a multi-stream setup. Oh my god, I'm such a dick. I do enjoy my humour though. I mean, you know, maybe you do too. Honestly, I don't care, but I enjoy myself. I enjoy my humour. I think it's funny. I enjoy making myself laugh. If you can't laugh at your own jokes, then what's the point? And also, if you can't laugh at your own bodily functions, I mean, bodily functions, they are funny. They are the best things. So, going back to bodily functions, guess what I did earlier? Never done one before. I did a vagina fart. I did like, what's it called? That's not what it's called, is it? What's it called? There's more of like a cool word for it, or a dirtier word for it. What's it called? You know, I did that. And I was like, whoa. I was in the bathroom, and I was doing stuff. I think I'd just done my douching, and I just kind of, you know, had cleaned myself out after I dilated. And then I kind of just moved position. I just like shifted my hips or whatever, my legs, and then it was like, and I was like, whoa, what the fuck was that? That's a new experience. Never done one of those before. Like, most of the time, I'm not aware of the fact that I got a vagina. At that point, I was like, oh, I got a vagina. Right, sorry, studio, are you talking to Lena? Sorry, I see that now. I see you replying to Lena, you know, yeah, sorry. Missed that. It's quite small on the screen, and my eyes aren't as good as they used to be. So, right, that's why I have no memory of it. So there you go. Lena replies to studio, so you unfollow me, haha, followed you earlier, ha. That's why I haven't seen Machine Kitten since you changed the name. Yeah, that used to be Machine Kitten. Chat's in the way of the catheter thing, I know, sorry. Catheters don't sound nice. Catheters aren't nice. They serve a function, a very important function. They're quite clever, I suppose. They're quite a good invention. They are very useful. But I prefer having a bladder that I control and wee when I need to wee and go to the toilet. It's just a much better situation. I hate having this bloody thing. But you do get used to it. You know, it's amazing what you can do. It's amazing what the human body can kind of, cope with. Like, adapt to. We adapt to things, and things that used to be like, really difficult. Eventually, our body just adapts, and we're able to deal with it. But that wasn't fun. That was painful. Like, that was properly painful. And even though I'm full of pain meds, that hurt, and that's not fun. But it's not usually like that. It's because I was messing around with it. I was trying to clamp it, and I guess I got some feedback. Studio says, nah, just MK hasn't been streaming at all lately. I was just a mod on her channel, and I'm still following you. Okay. One of the parts I am not... Yeah, so catheters, one of the parts you're not looking forward to. I've had catheters quite a lot of times, actually. Most of the time, I've had catheters in my penis, as it was, because I used to have... Believe it or not, I used to have a penis. And so So when I had my facial surgery, I had a catheter. That came out pretty quick, though, actually. That came out within like 2 or 3 days. And so my bladder hadn't got it wasn't like reliant on the catheter, and so it didn't take long for me to be able to pee again, and I was back up and running, no problem. And also, all the work was on my face. There was no work down there, right? So, it was just the catheter in so that they could do the operation, and then I wasn't peeing all over the operating system. Operating system? Operating table. I wasn't peeing all over windows. But they do serve a purpose. The second time was when I was again under general, when I did my voice surgery, and that came out pretty quick as well. It's never pleasant. And then the third and fourth time was when I had it in for my hips. So I had a catheter for the first time I did it, and then I had a revision, so I had another catheter in for that. And God, we're up to a lot, aren't we? And then I had a catheter in for when I did my breast augmentation. How many are we up to? Is that 6 times? Is that 6 times I've had a catheter? So this would be the 7th. Having a catheter in when you've got a penis is worse than having it in when you've got a vagina. And I'll tell you why. It's because the urethra is longer, because it goes all the way along the penis as well, right? So when they remove it, it takes longer, and it's like ow, 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 you know. Whereas when you got a vagina, I've only had it happen once when they removed it, you know, earlier. But they removed it, and it's like ow, ow, oh, and that's it. It's you know, it's a much quicker experience. It's still horrible, but it's over sooner. So girls have it better in that regard, that's for sure. Multiple streams of income. I don't. Well, how much do you think I'll get for this? What do you reckon that's worth? Solid gold. I think I'll just flush it in the toilet, honestly. Right, Studio says you have horrible humor. We love it. Of course, that's what I have. I have horrible humor. I have like really fucking dirty, filthy, naughty, like, oh, that's gross humor. I love it too. What I definitely don't, you know what I don't like? I don't like comedians who punch down. I really I will laugh at myself. I will laugh at my own body doing stupid farts and catheter things, and you know, I will laugh at myself because I'm allowed to, and I'm allowed to like, if you know, of course I'm allowed to laugh at myself. I'm allowed to revel in the ridiculousness of what it is to be human and have a human body, which is, it's just the stupidest thing in the world, isn't it? But what I will not do is I will not laugh at other people's expense, and I will not laugh at, or I'll certainly try not to. I will always try not to laugh or make fun or think that it's humorous to be cruel, you know, and to think that that's okay to punch down. I'll never punch. I'll never. If I ever do punch down in kind when I'm making a joke, call me out on it. Tell me, Maya, actually, no, you shouldn't do that, because I don't want to. I don't want to be that person. And I'm thinking about people like Ricky Gervais. I'm thinking about people like Chappelle. You know, I'm thinking about John Cleese, I guess. You know, these people who were comedians. You know, Jim Davidson. Like Jim Davidson. Oh my God. You know, Bernard Manning. You know, like these people. They're not comedians. They're just bullies. And you know, I tell you who I really like, Stuart Lee. I think Stuart Lee's brilliant, and I think Stuart Lee's brilliant not at punching down, but at punching up. I think Stuart Lee, he's really, really good. Anyway, where was I? Yes, I have a good sense of humor. Thank you. I like to think I do. I mean, maybe I don't really, but I laugh at myself, and I think that's important. A quit, yeah, that's what it is. It's a quit. It's not a quiff, it's a queef. A quiff is what you do with your hair. If you do a queef with your hair, you've done it wrong. No, you do a queef. Thank you, Freya, that's the right word. I did a queef. It was my first queef. It was awesome. It was very gender affirming. I thoroughly recommend it. Once you've got a pussy, girls, if you ever get a pussy, if you're very lucky like me and you manage to get yourself a pussy, enjoy your first queef. Oh gosh. What are we talking about? We got a new first time chatter. I can't quite read the name, it's small. Mugniful2137. What about hands can be more feminine? What about hands can be more feminine? what? I don't know. Nail varnish. You can make your hand. You can put nail varnish on your hands to make them more feminine. If you've got hairy hands, because a lot of men and women, have hair on their hands, so you can maybe shave it or you can epilate it or whatever to make it more feminine. Also, HRT softens skin, so just generally, and also reduces body hairs. So right now my hands, there is very fine hair, which is like just normal. It's very very fine hair. It's like fluff on the top of my hands. There's not much of it, but it's a little bit. And also they're soft, like the skin texture changes on HRT, so that's really cool. And also, I've never worked a proper day's work in my life. I've never tilled fields or worked in the mines, so I don't know if that's. I don't. You know what though? That doesn't. I wouldn't say that's necessarily feminine, because there's no reason why women can't do hard work. A lot of women do really hard work. So I wouldn't say that makes hands more feminine. But anyway, that's a weird question. Where are you going with that? Are you trying to make a point, or it's a weird first time chat question? Perhaps you want to clarify what you're trying to go to. Because I'm reading it to the best of faith. OEF. What? Nemo, what's OEF? Nemo says, I had a few surgeries but never required... Oh, right, you're saying oof. You're saying like, ugh. Yeah. I had a few surgeries but never required a catheter. I've had a lot of catheters. And you know what? They're always shit. I've not got used to them. Right now, I've had this in for a little while, so I'm sort of used to it, but I'm really looking forward to getting rid of it. T.S. Lena Love sends love to studio. Oh, I missed that. So we take it Meja is not a fan of sounding. Oh no, I am not a fan of sounding. That's going to be on my no list. That's on my no list. I think that's great. No way. It's not for me. I've seen things that you people wouldn't believe. I've seen people enjoying that kind of stuff. Women as well, and honestly, I was like, oh my god, no, that is not for me. She was having a great time, I think. I mean, she was having a good time, and so good for her. But I'm not interested. No, I don't like catheters, so no sounding for me. Thank you very much. I'm into a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna skip that one. What I'm getting from this, already it says, is bottom surgery first. If the catheter situation is the most important thing, then bottom surgery first. However, if social transition and just like feeling better about yourself and being able to pass better and just feeling more feminine and more beautiful is more important to you, then generally speaking, it's top down, right? Most girls go top to bottom, yeah, kind of literally. So it's face, and that's the way I did it, and I think that's the right way around it. Hey, maybe it's not for everyone. Maybe some people would go bottoms up, but I think it makes sense to go top down personally, because having that presentation, being able to present full time, and feel feminine and feel kind of pretty, and just get rid of that man face. For me, it was so important because I really did have one. For a lot of women, maybe it's not such a big deal. Maybe you're luckier than me, but I had a proper man's face, and so for me, it was definitely face first, top down. Go in that direction. I think that's fairly standard as well. Studio. I like Dana O'Brien. Yeah, Dana I think is pretty good. I think he's Dana's is Dana, I'm right in thinking he's a bit of an ally. I think he's an ally. He's certainly not a transphobe, at least. Dylan Moran. And old guys like George Carlin, even though he's got other problems. Cool. Yes. All good ones. I think I've seen the same things and more. Studio and more. So Studio, is this something that you're interested in? Are you interested in sounding? Is that something that you're interested in watching? Or is that something that you're interested in, in practicing as well? Because if so, I'm actually kind of interested in what you get out of it and why it's good for you. And because I don't understand it, because for me, it's just pain. I've seen, so I'm not going to talk about what I've seen from women, right? But I'm going to tell you what I saw once from a guy. And I saw a guy take 3 AA batteries out of his dick once. And I was like, oh my God! Was it 3 or what? I mean, they just kept going, right? They just kept going. It was 3 AA batteries out of his urethra, out of his dick. It was wrong on so many levels. I mean, it didn't traumatize me, but it was an experience, and I was like, I didn't know you could do that, and also why did you do that? That sounds horrendous. Guys, do not try this at home. Please do not try. Don't. I really hope that right now you're not thinking, AAA not AAA, AA batteries. Yeah, that sounds like a fun Sunday night. Let's give that a go. I think I've got a pack in the drawer. Don't do it. It's. I mean, he'd obviously worked his way up to that, right? I think, but still, that is pretty fucking hardcore for me. I couldn't. I mean, I'll watch it and I'll be like grossed out a bit, but I will never. That is not something I would ever have wanted to try. Obviously, it's not an option anymore, thankfully, but it's just not for me. It's not for me. And I'm not even going to talk about what I've seen for women because I think that's even worse. Gross. Right, I'm not getting turned on. The good thing about this conversation is I'm not getting turned on whatsoever. I think so. Aurelia says, and social transition is more important. Bottom surgery is my last priority. I agree. I think that's the way it is. Agreed. Top down first. I think we're all in agreement mostly, aren't we? I mean, maybe some people do it in a different way, but generally speaking, it's top down, right? Studio. Oh no, I stay away from that. I prefer not having things stuck into my penis. I think that's a very good call. Very good call. But one happens upon shit when one has no filters. When you turn the family safety off, you don't know what you're gonna get, do you? Hey Google, how many AA batteries, how many AA batteries can a guy fit in his penis? Here's the results. Here's the results, but you might not want to see them. Be careful. Be careful what questions you ask, because sometimes you don't want to know the answers. Shamanics going, oh no. Good. Welcome to Transbricks. If you've just joined us, what? This is the level of entertainment that we generally get on this channel, but I also distract you with the occasional Lego build. I'm afraid there's no distractions. This is the raw feed now. It's the raw sewage pipe straight into your face. Oh, thanks. Now have mental images. You're welcome. Lena says, hee. TS Lena Love has been timed out for 2 minutes. What? Why? Reason? Images, videos, spam, fuck Discord. Yeah, sorry, Lena. If you spam a load of images onto the Discord, it just doesn't let you. Just send 1 or 2 and you'll be fine. But if you send like 4 or 5, it's not gonna work. You just gotta remember, because it just means because it just stops naughty people from fucking us out. Stop misbehaving, Lena. Yes, basically stop it. Stop it. Nemo. No, not the batteries. Yes, the batteries. I went there. I went there. I don't think the Energizer Buzzy, but I don't think the Energizer Bunny approved of that. I don't think they used it in any official campaigns to sell batteries, as far as I'm aware. Although maybe they did see an increase in sales after that video was released. Who knows? Sorry, I can't. I'm a bad girl. You are a bad girl. She just does whatever she does. She does it bad. She does it bad style. Freya, yeah, I did that. Only the surgery's to go now. Are we talking about top down? Yeah. Shamanic, no, please, man. I don't want to know. I'm not going to tell you. No, I'm not going to tell you about the girl stuff because it's fucking gross. I can talk about many things that go to the depths of human depravity, but I'm turning back at the double A's. I mean, I think that's absolutely fair enough. We can start that conversation now again. I think we've milked that one. Sometimes we go places on this channel and we just don't know where we're going to go. It's like a mystery ride. And sometimes when we get there, we are horrified at the result and we wish we'd never done it. But this is the chance you take with this channel. It's like, you know, risk versus reward. I'm surprised Duracell and those rabbit vibrators haven't teamed up, to be honest. Rabbit vibrators. Hey, that's the thing that I want to get as well. I want to get one of those. But I can't think about it. So I'm going to instead think about dirty sheets. And I'm going to think about food that's been left out too long. And I'm literally just looking around. I'm just looking around my room right now. Just because, you know. I'm getting inspiration from my environment. Okay, cool, Lena. Yeah, I did it. Pics are out. Hope you all like them. Elena, I don't know if I'm going to look at them. I'm not sure I should look at them. I'll look at them at some point. What do you think? Do you think I'll be okay? Do you think I'll be okay to look at them? I don't know. I need to be careful with this stuff. So I might not do. I might not risk it. But anyone else who wants to look at them, fill your boots, knock yourself out. Studio. Sometimes we end up where we didn't want to go. This is perfectly normal and happens quite a lot in real life as well. One time I went to Aid Haven, phrase for instance. so Aid Haven. I don't know where Aid Haven is. I assume it's a place that I don't want to go. What's wrong with it? Why did you go there? What? tell us about Ada Haven. Go on. I want to know what's so bad about it. It sounds like so I can either avoid it or I'm kind of curious now. It's like sometimes I want to watch a bad film because I know it's really, really bad, but I still want to watch it, you know, just to see what the deal is. Lena, I will take my time. I mean, eventually I'll be fully up to speed, but it's going to be quite a few months. I think it's literally 3 months, and then I can start having sexy thoughts. 3 months. That's a long time. So, you know, I'm going to be like, presumably a lot more recovered. I'm going to be back home in Norway. I'm going to be in my room. You know, I'm going to have all my fucking sex toys around in my drawers and stuff. I'm going to have to just be like, I'm going to have to be fucking zen, right? I'm going to be zen. So 3 months. 3 months. And I'm not even going to open Grindr. I'm not even going to fucking touch Grindr for 3 months. Well, I might open it, but I'm not going to look at the pictures. I might look at the pictures just a little bit, but then I'm going to just I'm just going to brush against it. I like to live life on the edge. You know me. I like to live dangerously, but I do need to be careful. Shamanic says, wait a bit. Also, when you're good, you will have a horde of things to catch up on. I'm looking forward to it, Shamanic. I was showing a graph the other day. Last time I streamed, I showed a graph. I showed like a table, a chart of all the things that I could do and when. And some of the things on this chart, it was very difficult not to get sexually excited about them because they are things that are on my bucket list. They are things that I'm gonna do, and I can't fucking wait to do them. And I'm trying not to think specifically about what they are. I'm just trying to talk about it. But seriously, I'm gonna have a lot of fun. Me and this girl are gonna have a lot of fun. And I might film it. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna. I've been thinking that maybe I won't. You know, I've been thinking that maybe I should stop the whole sex word porn thing, and like take my vagina like seriously, you know, because I could never take my penis seriously. I could never, like, you know, that was something that I was really happy to be just like, look at this stupid floppy thing with me. This doesn't work at all. But I know that it turns a lot of guys on, and I know it's like you know, it's like some kind of money-making device, you know? Might as well make it useful at the end, for sure. But a vagina, that's something that I'm going to love and treasure for always, and it's precious, and it's mine. And I'm just thinking, you know, maybe I don't want to display it to the world. But I don't know. But also, maybe I do. Maybe I'm like, hey, I got a vagina, it's incredible, and I want to show you what I can do with it. I don't know. What do you think? What do you guys think? I mean, I know that you're not going to make my decision for me, right? It's my decision. Whatever you say, I'm going to just, like, whatever. I don't care. I'm going to make the decision. But can you imagine putting yourself in my place? What would you know, what would you be doing? What would you think? I mean, maybe it's a difficult question because maybe my place is a place that most people just aren't, you know, mentally in at all, are they? Let's face it. I'm kind of, you know, there's not that many of me. Although there is that bloody singer. Can't believe she's called Meja. Lena's gone to lurk. Let's just catch up a little bit on chat. I think you'll need to wait for a few more weeks, Maya, before looking at them. Fine, thank you, Aurelia. That's what I'll do. Hugs, because 3 months is absurdly long. I know. And it's like, you know, people will say, 3 months, it's, you know, it sounds like a long time, but don't worry, it'll go fast. I think in this situation, it's going to not go fast. I think it's going to go really fucking slowly. You know? Because that's how it works, isn't it? That's how this goddamn universe works. So, it's going to be a long 3 months, but it's all going to be worth it in the end. Idhaven is a tiny spot on the map close to Arendal, and there isn't all that much there at all. Right. Okay. I mean, that doesn't sound terrible. It just sounds like an anticlimax. It just sounds like a... it's not like a haunted village full of demon people, but it's still... Or is it? Because that kind of sounds exciting. Shamanic, you're gonna Lego so hard, mate. I'm gonna Lego so hard. I can't wait. I'm gonna Lego so fucking hard it hurts. If I do Lego hard now, it's gonna really fucking hurt. Right, Lego's now become a euphemism. I need to think about something else. I need to think about dirty nappies, baby vomit, diarrhea, baby diarrhea, cleaning up baby diarrhea, dirty nappies, gross, the smell, the fucking smell. These are memories. And, yeah. I think I'm okay. I'm okay now. But stop talking about Lego in that way. Maya, you should uninstall Grindr. Can always be installed by mid-October. No, it's okay. No, I don't need to uninstall. I'm fine. I'm fine. I can give it up whenever I like. I'm just not gonna, cause the thing with uninstalling is I'll lose all my chat, and that means the guys who I've already sort of dismissed and stuff will suddenly have another chance at me. So I'll lose my chat. I'll also lose my blocks. All that kind of stuff. So I'm not gonna uninstall it. I'm gonna keep it. I mean, mainly I'll lose my chat. So when people come in there and reconnect, and say, "Hey, it's me. I'm in your area. Do you wanna hook up?" I won't know if it's a good idea or not because I won't have a history of the chat. And if the chat's been fun and we've had a good time, then I'll be like, "Yeah, maybe," but I'll need to have that. It's like losing your memory. That's the problem with Snapchat. That's the real problem I find with Snapchat, because I often forget to save like important stuff in Snapchat, and then a guy comes back into my Snap, and it's like, "Hey, do you want to, do whatever? Do you want to see my dick, or do you want to hang out, or do you want to hook up?" And I'm like, "I don't know who you are." And we could have had a really good conversation, but it's annoying because I have no idea. I get too much. It's too much. It's overwhelming. I've gone from being someone with no social skills or abilities or social life to someone who's got too fucking much of it and has to deal with all the issues of it. Right. Woman problems. Lena, I'm gonna go to a cast. But I'm hang. Okay, so none of that made any sense. But go and do your cast and hang and have a good time. Bye. Shamanic says penis cool, but JJ. Oh, that's a thought. But cool. I've got a cooling pack that I need to put on my vajayjay, so I actually totally forgot about that. I need to try and keep it cool, and right now the temperature's in the red. I'm gonna go and get my cooling pack, so just give me a second. I won't be long. Where is it? Actually, I thought I had it here, but it's not here. I'm just gonna go and fuck, can you see my knickers? Doesn't matter. I'm just going to go and get it. Also, I think I'm going to have to empty my catheter. So, just entertain yourselves for a little while. I'm not going to bother putting you on a break. You just do yourself. You know what I can do? I can turn you around though if you want to see. This is my room. Here's my room. Alright, what's it going to do? Right, I'm going to empty this. Yeah, that was quite a full catheter. That was a full catheter there. Where the hell is my cooling thing? I can't see it anywhere. I can't see it. This is slightly concerning. Is it under here? I cannot lose this. I need this. I need it. with it? Oh, it's in here. Oh shit! Right. I put the whole thing in there. Right, found it. Found it. So now I can cool my vagina. I'm gonna turn you back around. Try and get you back into the right position. I don't know what that is. That's a lot better to have nothing in my catheter though, because that was quite a lot of stuff in there. I fucked it up because that was not tied off. So I've just been weird, annoyingly. So the thing with catheters, you gotta start bladder training again, because otherwise your bladder gets used to just weeing just constantly, and it gets used to that. So you tie the catheter, you kind of make sure it's like pinched, so nothing can flow. You tie it up, and then you can't just pee freely, and so your bladder starts to get used to having to hold wee again. And that's going to help tomorrow when I get the catheter removed, and I have to prove to them that I can pee normally. And I really want to be able to... How's this going to work? I'm going to have to put it up my dress. I really want to be able to prove to them that I can do that, because it's going to improve the chances of me getting rid of this bloody thing. But right now I fucked it up because I don't think the tie was good. So we'll see if it's good now. It's empty now, so if I see that it's filling again, I know I fucked it up still. I need to just make a note. I think it was 1,100 liters that I created. Milliliters. Still quite a lot. I've got a whole note. The note is entitled "Taking the Piss," and it's where I document, how much it was and when I emptied it. So 1935, and that was about 1,100. Bad tie. Emptied, but I emptied it. So we're starting from scratch now. Cool. My taking the piss note is updated. I do like to take the piss. It's important. Documenting. I'm scientifically taking the piss. Right, thank you for reminding me. Anyway, penis cool, vajayjay cool. You can do whatever you like with it. If it's a hidden vajayjay, it's as precious as a worldly vajayjay. Shamanic, I like that. I like that attitude. I like the way you've explained that to me. I think that's a really interesting. I think that's a really cool way of thinking about it. And I'm not in disagreement. I still need to think about. I still need to see how I feel about things. I am very much of the opinion that that's probably going to be the way it goes. But I'm also considering that maybe it's not. Maybe I will feel differently when it's all healed, and when I've kind of got used to it, and when I've made real proper friends with her. Maybe I will want her to be a bit more secretive and precious, and also just for my lover, just for a very special person in my life. We'll see, but probably not. I probably just want to show her off, because I do feel like I'm a bit of an exhibitionist. It might be a shame, It might be a shame to deprive the world of the beauty of this vagina. Aurelia says, "What planet are you from, and what did you do with Meja?" I'm an ever expanding. No, I'm an ever changing person. People change. Throughout our lives, we are not static. We change, and I know this for sure, because 3 years ago, I would not have been able to do any of the things that I'm doing right now. I would not have been able to talk to you in such a casual and fun and silly and whatever manner, with the occasional queef joke. I wouldn't have been able to do any of the sex work that I'm doing. Even as a man, even in a kind of a in a man way. However that would work. Because there's a lot of male performers. There's a lot of guys on OnlyFans. They do it. They don't necessarily have as much financial success as the women, unless they've got like massive fucking dicks. But oh shit, Donald Trump, Glinner eating carbonara in his stupid race car bed. What a twat. Smelly socks. What was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. Sorry, I had to distract myself. That's just gonna happen. That's just gonna be the way it is. I can't keep. Let's just carry on. Wait and see. You have to see how you feel around it. Exactly. You have to decide for yourself, mate. I know I do, Nemo. I know I do. And it depends on my life situation. It depends on my partner or my partners. It depends on a bunch of stuff, But ultimately, it is my decision. And ultimately, I mean, I am all for bodily autonomy, and I am very pro sex work. I'm very positive. I do believe in body positivity. I do think that having sex is an amazing and beautiful and super horny thing to do, and the fact that you can give pleasure to other people just from you having sex, from them watching, I think that's really cool. I think that's I like that. Like I like the idea of the fact that men and women get pleasure from me, like showing how cool my body is and what it can do. So, I just wish there wasn't the stigma. I really wish there wasn't the stigma, because that is the thing, isn't it? That's the thing. But yeah, we'll see, won't we? Aurelia, seriously though, if this is something you're concerned about, definitely spend some time making up your mind before you decide. I mean, you've got months. I do have a while, and this is probably something that I will be sitting with for a while, and I will be, because I don't think I'm going to be making any content for a bit, that's for sure. If I'm making content, it's going to be glamour stuff. It's not going to be it's not good. There's not going to be any sex. There's not going to be any penetration. I've got some fairly sexy clothes. I got some lingerie and stuff that I can wear, and if I set up, I could take some snaps. I could take a few photo sets, just to keep people, just to see how it goes. But I need to recover a bit first. I need to recover a bit more first, And again, I don't get turned on doing that. That's work. And doing those poses and doing that stuff, it's hard work. So I actually do need to be physically recovered enough to be able to do that. But that could be sort of fun. And it's always nice to do it in a hotel room, a nice hotel room, And it'll be the first ones that I've done with a pussy. Even though you won't see it. I won't show you my pussy. It'll be hidden under my underwear and stuff. But, I think that would be interesting. I think that would be kind of cool, You'll be able to tell that I've got a pussy. I'm not going to be hiding anything apart from pussy. Right, what's that? Maybe set a nasty command. What's that? Maybe set a nasty command. Well, like to just regurgitate some nasty stuff to get my mind off it. That's quite a good idea. Okay, random, but yes, maybe avoid the Lena pics on your server for a little while. They're very nice though. Thank you for the warning. I've decided that I will. She's a sexy bitch, that Lena, isn't it? Actually, and I'm gonna avoid looking at her. Shamanic arts. No, Maya, how did you turn Lego into a euphemism? I'm dying here. I literally meant you were gonna build mocks and do Lego stuff. No, this is your fault, Shamanic. You said I'm gonna build Lego so hard, right? You said that. You're gonna build Lego so hard, Maya. That's filthy, quite honestly. And I expected better from you. That's disrespectful. No, you said it. You take the blame, seriously. You're gonna build Lego so hard. How am I not gonna read that as a sexy thing? Darina's here. Hello, Darina. It's nice to see you. Hi, Gorge. I don't feel super duper gorge right now. I have made a bit of an effort, but I think I've lost a bit of weight. I think I'm looking a little bit gaunt. I think I need to get some bloody moisturizer because I've completely run out. Actually, I'm running out of a lot of things, but I can't go shopping yet because I don't have the strength. The nearest mall is too far away, so I'm just gonna have to make do at the moment. I guess I could ask some girls to go for me because I'm starting to make friends now. So hopefully I've got a delivery of knickers coming very soon. I'm really hoping that I'm going to look on Discord after this and in fact, hold on, I'm going to do it right now. Has she said? She has. Kristen, I just got back from the mall, got some panties. Yes! What's your room number? I can drop them off if you like. I'm going to just say, come to my room, I need panties. She's going to come to my room and deliver me some knickers. This is like in the knicker of time. I am desperate for knickers. Where's my, hold on, where's my card? No, okay, I'm going to remember it. Oh no, it's here, right, I'm not going to tell you what it is. I don't want fucking people coming to my room. It's there. There you go, she's got knickers for me. I got a delivery of knickers coming as we speak, hopefully delivered directly to my door. She's great, Kristen. She's really nice. We were doing like a Discord video party thing. I don't know what you call it. The other day, and she joined us briefly, and she's super cool, and she's actually an award-winning poet. So. She can put a few words together, I think. That doesn't necessarily mean that she's going to be super comfy in front of a camera. She's gorgeous. I'd say she passes. But that doesn't mean she will want to join us in the stream. And if she doesn't want to do that, then I fully respect that. But if she wants to pop in and say hi, that could also be cool too, right? So let's just see. I'll ask that. I'll ask her if she wants to. Remember to note down how much you had in there, Maya. I think I just did. Yeah, I think I just did that. So don't worry. Okay, one sec. I'm down in the cafe. She's gonna come up and bring my knickers. Oh god, it's nice to have people just kind of go into the mall for me. What shall I ask her to get me next? I'm gonna ask her to get me something else next. Suggestions in the chat, please. How can I take the full advantage of all my friends? Because, you know, there's no point having friends unless you can, like, really take advantage of them. Darina, you look so great for coming off surgery, Maya. Thank you, Darina. I've lost weight. I don't know what, because I haven't measured myself, or weighed myself. But I'm pretty sure it's going to be at least a couple of kilos. And I don't have all that many kilos to lose, you know. I need all the kilos I can get. I need to put kilos on, if nothing else. But the food here is great, so hopefully I'll be able to eat myself back up to speed. Sending you all the healing vibes and so much love. That's lovely, Darina. I'm sending it all back to you as well. I mean, I know you don't need the healing vibes, hopefully, because you're good, but you know what I mean. Preemptively, just in case. Maya, you've got something on your right hand fingers upside. What? Oh, it's it's just stained from the that's the door. It's just a stain from some of the stuff that I'm using. Right, I'm going to go and answer the door, and I'm going to just ask her if she wants to say hello. Like it could just be a hello, or she may want to stay for a little while. I don't know, but we'll see. Ooh. Hello. Thank you so much. That is fantastic. That is exactly what I needed. Thank you so much. How much away are you?
I don't know right now. I'll look at the receipt and I'll let you know tomorrow breakfast.
Yeah, no problem. I am actually right in the middle of a stream right now, and I just wondered if you wanted to just say hello to everybody.
Sure, I've got to go back downstairs.
Yeah, no, but if you just want to say hello, then that's totally cool.
Should I close the door?
Oh, yeah, probably should. Sorry about the room, I haven't tidied up. Obviously. I guess it could be worse. But it's not brilliant. Right, so it's going to turn it around so we can see chat. So I have managed to persuade the lovely, lovely Kristen, who is from Colorado, but she lives in California, to join us on stream, and here she is. And she brought me knickers. She's my new best friend. I mean, anyone who goes out and buys someone knickers is basically a keeper, right? So, so thank you for that.
Of course.
Knickers. So I really needed those. These are literally, in fact, these aren't even my last pair. These are a pair that I should not be wearing.
Yeah, you need a large supply of granny panties for like the next several months.
I was talking to a girl yesterday. She just had GCS in New York, I think the day before I had my surgery, and so we were kind of corresponding. And she bought herself some maternity knickers, like so the stuff that you can get after you've had a baby, and like everything's just kind of in serious.
It's surprising
condition.
how much maternity stuff like overlaps with GCS. I actually have like a baby changing mat that I sleep on.
Oh shit, really?
Yeah, no, it's like a roll up like baby changing mat.
That sounds brilliant. I've got nothing.
Amazon thinks that I'm having a kid. It's amazing.
Yes, you're gonna get all these adverts for like baby clothes now, and oh god. Anyway, we can't see chat because it's too small. But thank you for joining us on the stream. Normally I make Lego. At the moment I'm just kind of chilling on my bed and just chatting to people and being rude and singing songs. But if I can kind of sort myself out with a bit of a better setup and buy myself some Lego, then you are more than welcome to. Oh no, you're going soon, aren't you?
I'm going on Tuesday, but
Tuesday.
Pro tip: if you're looking for Legos, there are some in Robinson's.
Right.
And then there's also I found out that what is it? There's a couple of stores. Moshi Moshi also sells like a they have their own version of Legos, and it's Japanese.
Oh, okay, that's not good. I'm a purist. I have to have proper Lego. If it's not proper Lego, I can't do it. So,
okay.
But thanks for the tip. Now
Yeah.
I'll go to Robinson's and I'll see what they got, and I'll make some Lego. It's like Lego's not even the most important thing. It's quite nice to just kind of keep the theme of the stream going.
Right. Right.
It's called Transbricks. Eventually people are going to be like, where's the fucking Lego? This is stupid.
Okay, I gotta go downstairs.
Okay, yeah. You have a nice evening.
You too.
And thank you again for the knickers. Everyone say goodbye to Kristen.
Bye, everybody. All right, I'll see you later.
Let you out. That was good. I'm really glad you could say that. That's nice.
I'll see you later. Bye.
Hey, that was an exciting part of the stream, wasn't it? That was a super exciting part of the stream. Knickers. Needed these. Large. How did she know? So, but I'm not gonna put those on now. I'm not gonna change now for you. But I am going to switch this around, get back into position, and then catch up with chat, because I'm assuming this chat. I don't know. Maybe you're all completely silent. Eesh. There's so many cool girls here. Honestly, there's so many cool girls, and she's just one example. She's one example of many. I guess, you know, if you can get to this point, then chances are you're kind of, you know, you've gone through hell, right? And you've come out the other side. So there's going to be some pretty fucking cool people here, aren't there? Not me, obviously, but, you know, other people. Right, what's going on? Yeah, so, yeah, that's, it's betadine. It's stains, it's betadine. I use it to clean my vagina, to clean the scars. Dorina, if there wasn't the stigma, I'd do it too. Sorry, Wi-Fi has a huge delay. Oh, no, we haven't got a delay again. It says I've dropped a few frames, but maybe has it fucked up again? For fuck's sake. I really hope you saw that. Meja! What? Nasty command to change your mind. Yes. Blame shamanic. Blame shamanic's the command. Meja, water. Water. Right. There's a little bit left. I'm going to need to go and get another bottle at some point, but thanks for the hydrate. Studio, Meja has a dirty mind and is easily pushed into naughty ideas, so we should all talk about Jehovah's Witnesses and politics and Monopoly. Oh my God, don't talk about Jehovah's Witnesses. They turn me on so bad. Nemo's going to go AFK for a bit. Property of my cat. Hey, property of my cat. Hi, Meja. Hope you're feeling good today. Watching while peeling spuds to have with my Sunday lunch. Sounds nice. So I can't time much, but enjoy watching. You enjoy watching. You don't need to interact. You can just peel your spuds. I will provide the entertainment. You can provide these spuds. Aurelia Waves, Studio Waves. Aurelia says hi. Aurelia says thanks for helping Meja. I will pass that on. Yo, Knicker Angel. She's the Knicker Angel, exactly. She flew in on wings and delivered the knickers like a Knicker Angel. If she'd have brought some Lego as well, then that would have been tip top. But never mind. She's still a great person. I forgive her. Right, Shamanic says, coming in with the Lego Connect. See you. Are you going, Shamanic? I don't know. But bye if you're going. Studio, you're doing 50% of your channel name, and that is more than enough after surgery and stuff. Right, yes, exactly. I'm still trans. I'm just not doing the bricks. That's right. But I am a brick, so I'm still doing 100%. She was cute. She is cute, isn't she? She's pretty much, I'd say she passes. I don't know. And she's super cute. She's great. It's because she's young and beautiful. And you gotta stay young and beautiful if you wanna be loved. So I got no fucking chance. Peeing spuds would be quite a worrying experience. Now, don't pee on the spuds. That's not going to help anything. No, it's just saying goodbye. Oh, saying goodbye to her. Oh, right, yeah, you were saying everyone's saying goodbye to her, not me. I was about to end the stream then because I thought everyone was saying goodbye to me. Oh, okay, you're going, bye. End stream. But no, you were saying goodbye to my friend. Oh yeah, cool. I'm really glad that because yeah, as I was saying, these knickers, that I should not be wearing these knickers right now, you know, strictly speaking, but I am. Emergency situations call for emergency measures, and these were the least dirty ones I could find. I am really gross, aren't I? I am really fucking gross. I'm definitely not a real woman, because a real woman would not be this gross. No way. Real women, like real women, You know, they are so, what's the opposite of gross? I don't know. Refined. Well, I guess it's a circular argument. Real women are ladylike, and you know, talking about dirty knickers, that's not ladylike. So therefore, I cannot be a real woman. Damn it. Damn it. But on the other hand, if you've ever actually listened to cis women talk, and I have, if you're in privileged circles and you're listening to cis women talk, they are filthy. You know, they're not real women either. They're not ladylike. It's so stupid. It's such a stupid standard to think that women are supposed to not be able to talk. I mean, in many ways, women are dirtier than men. I mean, women, because, you know, women almost have more bodily functions to talk about, right? So, you know, things like queefing and whatever. It's like, it's hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. So it's like, you know, hey guys, can you fart out of your dick? No. Ha ha, we can. Not our dicks, but you know what I mean. If you're a lesbian, what am I? Well, you can be a brick too if you like. It's just a bit of fun. It's just a play on words. I've got big shoulders, just like just like a lot of trans women transition later in life. My upper body's too big, and so I kind of think it's like you know, I look like a trans woman. I don't quite pass, but also I am beautiful. Right? I really want to make this absolutely clear. I do believe I'm beautiful. I am really proud of how I look, how I style myself, how I present myself, my fashion sense, my clothes, my general just aura. And yes, I'm a trans woman. And yes, the certain proportions or whatever that don't fall in the standard profile of a cis woman, but I don't care because I'm still beautiful, and I think that a lot of people get really hung up on this idea of passing. But you know, you can pass, but you can also just look really like anonymous and just average and not interesting at all. And I think that's the one thing I know I am. I am interesting to look at. I know this because a lot of people look at me. So I don't know. I think it's a complicated subject, but passing is not everything. And I'm proud that I'm trans. I'm proud to be a trans woman. I've gone through a lot of shit to be who I am, and that is reflected in my body. And you know, it's like I carry these scars with pride, and I carry my shoulders with pride. And I do look fabulous. I would say she passes just fine, at least from a not too great camera of a Twitch compressed stream. Real women are so much worse. I know we are. I'm a real woman, and we are. Honestly, we're all humans are gross people. Real women don't fart. This is a fact. And the only way to confirm someone is a woman for real is if they don't fart. Oh no. Is that what they were doing in the witch trials? They were lowering them into the water, and if they could see bubbles, then they were definitely witches. Audio coming in, but video froze. We do seem to be having some technical issues here. I've dropped 0.4% of my frames, but that's not very many. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on. We're just gonna have to carry on through it. So sorry for any technical problems, but you know, we'll be all right. We'll manage. Just stick with me. Don't go. Studio, I have news for you. Already it's got video and sound, that's good. Here as well, good. Shamanic, had to pause the vid and unpause and it came back. It's your end, I guess. There you go, it's your end. look, if you've got bad ends, then you need to just, don't blame me for your bad ends. Sort your own ends out. Thank you, Joelle. Joelle, first time chat from Joelle Corgi. You are beautiful. Thank you, Joelle Corgi. That's a lovely thing to say as a first time chat. I think you're beautiful as well because you said that, and that means that you're beautiful too. I have no idea what you physically look like, but that's the least important part of this situation. Shamanic, as the transphobes have shown time and time again with the people they harass, cis women don't pass. I know, passing is a strange metric, though I get it. I know, I get it as well, but it is a funny thing, and it's this whole obsession by transphobes on whether trans women or whatever pass. It actually negatively affects cis women a lot more than trans women, generally speaking, because it's the majority of women who these idiot transphobes bully and pick on are cis women who are maybe gender non-conforming, and they accuse them of being trans women and get out of the toilet. It's like, look, I am a cis woman. I was born with a vagina. I just want to do a pee. And they're getting harassed, and they're getting hate, and they're getting all this stuff because they think they're trans. They think they're us. And as far as they're concerned, this collateral damage is completely worth it. I detest transphobes so much. I detest them. They are despicable people. Some of them figure it out. Some of them don't stay transphobes. But honestly, most of them don't. Once you start down that path, forever will it dominate your destiny. It's a very sad situation, and I think that the internet's got a lot to do with it. It's a great thing, and it's also a terrible thing. Shamanic says, feed him full of beans and dunk him in the pond. That's how we tested for witches in my days. How old are you, Shamanic? Because that sounds like that's a terrible thing to do. I mean, honestly, I wouldn't even make it to the pond though. Feed me full of beans, and I'm just gonna stop. There's not going to be any question that I will not be a real woman. Although you won't know which hole it's coming out of this time. Studio! Oh, very much so. The GC nut jobs have absolutely no idea who's who and what anyone is. Except they do have a weird 50s view on what a woman should look like, where exactly it is this kind of rose-tinted spectacle idea of a woman stays at home looking after the house and being the slave and looking after the children, whereas the man goes to work, earns the money, and apparently in this situation everybody's happy. It's something that never existed. It's something that never existed. Hey, if you want to watch a really good film, I've got a super good recommendation, and this just reminded me of it. It's called Don't Worry Darling. It's got Florence Pugh in it, and Harry Styles, who's actually fine in it. It's good. But Florence Pugh is so cool. And it's directed by Olivia Wilde, who is a really good female director. She used to be an actor. She was in Tron 2. And she was goals actually, and she still is. She still is goals. But yeah, Olivia Wilde, she's a great director. And if you're wanting to see this weird 50s view and on what a woman should be and look like and her role in society, with a massive twist, it's brilliant. You should watch Don't Worry Darling. It's a good film. I saw it on the plane. I was very impressed. Write that one down, guys, seriously. Or at least watch the trailer. or maybe don't. I don't want to spoil it, because sometimes trailers spoil films, right? And this is one of those films where it would benefit you to just go in fresh, knowing nothing. I think it really would benefit. You just have to trust me. Hey, you can trust me. Right, what's that? Shamanic says it's not innuendo, it's in my endo. We have been discussing this, Shamanic, and that's rude. But don't worry, I can do with that. It's not turning me on. Hey, Joel Corgie's gifting 5 tier 1 subs to the community. Look at this. Joel Corgie's been an absolute superstar. She's gifting subscriptions to everybody. Everyone gets a subscription. That's fantastic, Joel Corgi. Thank you so much. I don't know who you are, but I need to find out. I think you're going to tell me now, aren't you? It's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's a wonderful gift. Thank you so much. The support is greatly appreciated, especially at this time in my life, quite honestly, where I'm incapacitated on a hotel bed at 10,000 miles from home or whatever. Yeah, okay, so Joel Corgi, completely ogre troll, non-passing binary trans, but I'm okay with it as much as I would love to be accepted by society. I'm okay with being accepted by what few friends I have now. I'm too old now, too much damage from the wrong genetics. I'm so sorry. I'm okay with it. I'm so proud for the window other sisters and brothers have had to get on their proper path early. Joel, a lot of that resonates so much. So you're non-passing binary trans, so you're basically the same as me. I'm assuming you may be a bit older than me. It's sometimes it's really hard to get where we need to be. It's not. I mean, I knew for so long. I've known since I was 5, but just managing to get myself into the situation, into the position in my life where I could finally just say I can do this. I can do this now. Took a while. It took too long, and I wish I'd started earlier. But as long as you get there, I think the most tragic thing is that I can think of is a trans woman, a trans person who's lived their whole life wondering what could have been and filled with regret and remorse. And realizing that they're at the end of their life and they never took that leap and they never knew who they could really be and how incredibly beautiful they could have blossomed into. It makes me well up. It actually does make me well up just thinking about that kind of stuff, because it's never too late. It's never too late to transition. It's never too late to be yourself, and there is so much love in this community, and so much shared pain that turns into shared love, that it makes it all worth it. Fuck the haters. They don't count and they don't matter. It's the love and the community that you get from this, and the chance to finally be yourself and realize. It all makes sense. Everything suddenly starts to make sense. For me now, this is like chapter 2 of my life. Chapter 1 made no sense to me. It was like, where the fuck is this going? I'm not even enjoying this story or whatever. And now I'm in chapter 2. And I'm realizing that, oh wow, everything's suddenly starting to make sense from this perspective. And all these loose threads and all these failed things that happened, from this perspective, it's all starting to be clear. And it's all starting to just come together into something that's beautiful. The story of my life. So that was a little rant. but thank you so much for the gifted subs. It's amazing. Thank you so much. Lots of love to you. Shamanic. Even if there are not MB, even if they're not MB or whatever. My ex used to get harassed. She was Irish with dark hair, and I've noticed that genotype has a bit more body face hair, than is expected of a woman. Expected of a woman. It was such a pain in the ass when it happened. It's so horrible. This policing of femininity, this oh God, it's just horrible. It's fascism, isn't it? It's just fascism. It's a hierarchy of womanhood, and it's like only the fittest, only these fittest, blonde hair, blue eyes, perfect. These are the ones that should, that are valid, and all these other ones are less than, and that's fascism. That's fascism, and I really thought we'd fucking eradicated it. But honestly, if you see a Nazi, punch them right in the fucking face. If you see a Nazi, they should be more afraid. They should be more afraid of life, of living in society. It feels like they are getting a bit of a free ride right now. They should be a lot more afraid. And I do count TERFs in that category of Nazis or fascists. Even if, I read that. Olivia Wilde was the main reason to watch House. But still yes. House. I never watched House. Is that the hospital one? And I didn't know she was connected to that. Okay. So there's all our gifted tier 1 subs. That's fantastic. I've been subbing, following, watching for a while. Cool, Joel. Cool. I'm 102. I assume you're joking, but seriously, that's impressive. If you're 102 and you're well done. Wait, what? No, I'm almost 60. That makes more sense. And I only was able to qualify for medical intervention recently. So too late for me to fit my residual self-image. I've seen 60-year-old trans women who've transitioned, in their 60s, who are beautiful. They don't pass, right? Fuck passing. Let's not even talk about passing. But their beauty comes out. Their light suddenly shines and it turns on, and you see these people and you're like, oh, she's beautiful. She's a trans woman in her 60s and she's beautiful. That is what you are, Joelle. I think that is what you are. And I've never seen you, but I'm going to tell you right now, I think that is what you are. House MD, Hugh Laurie, Hugh Laurie's house, and it was Olivia Wilde as 13. She had a name, but was only known as 13. Oh, that's weird. I didn't watch House. I've heard stuff about it, but and I guess it did quite well, because I think it ran for quite a while, didn't it? Hugh Laurie, Hugh Laurie. Hugh Laurie's funny because Hugh Laurie and what's his face? He used to do QI. And he's quite famous. He's quite a famous gay guy, and he was. But I don't think he was a great ally, was he? I don't think he was a great ally. Who am I talking about? Thank you, Stephen Fry. Hugh Laurie and Stephen Fry. Some of the comedy was quite good back in the early days. I quite enjoyed some of the sketch shows. They were quite intelligent, and some of the sketches that they did were quite funny. And it was called Fry and Laurie. That's right. You're right. Yes, you've seen it as well, haven't you? A bit of Fry and Laurie, wasn't it? It was a bit of Fry and Laurie, and it was quite funny. And I'm sure there's loads of YouTube clips that you can watch if you're not familiar with this. I mean, maybe most of you are, but maybe some of you aren't. And they had some good ones, didn't they? They had some good ones. There's a couple of classics. None of which I can remember right now, but they had a bunch of stuff that was good. Then they sort of separated. Hugh Laurie did House and was really successful. He went to America and kind of made it in America, didn't he? And I think he's done some films as well, right? I think he's done various things. And then Stephen Fry, obviously still very successful, but still very, I guess still more UK centric. He hosted QI, which was a very popular game show for quite a while. Stands for quite interesting. And you know what? I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed QI. I thought that was a really good kind of show. For a while. I mean, I think he probably overran a bit, but it was kind of cool. But now he's kind of, I guess he's now, what is he now? I guess he's an advocate for the gay community. He was very big on Twitter at one point, but then I guess he's quit. I guess he's quit Twitter. I'm not sure what his main platforms are now. But as far as I remember, he was centrist, you know. He was one of these guys who wanted to have his cake and eat it. He wanted to, you know, try to pretend that there were two valid sides to the argument kind of thing. And, you know, it's like, that's not quite right. No, sorry, no, one side doesn't want us to exist. And then the other side, us, are like, actually, yeah, we would quite like to exist. Is that, you know? And I don't think there's a compromise there. So when you're a centrist in the middle of that, you've sort of misread the situation, you know, and someone correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that's Stephen Fry. Unfortunately, because in many other respects he's a very smart, intelligent, witty guy, and he's a great advocate, an ambassador for the gay community, but he sort of not necessarily for the trans. It's a shame. It was quite funny. I'm a timeless energy being. Here we are. What are you, shamanic? I'm a timeless energy being, an amorphous blob of light and data that exists outside of time and space. I think, maybe. I could also be an electric, wrinkly slab of meat, encased in a bioorganic exoskeleton meat suit. One of those two. Maybe a bit of both. Hey, how about both? Because, you know, we are, there's quite a lot of water in us. We are mostly water. We are mostly kind of just carrying around our primordial seawater, you know, with a bunch of nutrients in a, you know, attractive packaging. Semi-attractive. Joe Corgi, ugly bag of mostly water. I mean, that's what we are. We are sort of just ugly bags of mostly water. It's funny from an evolutionary and it's really interesting what we are from a evolutionary perspective. How an alien would see us if an alien kind of visited Earth and kind of did a deep dive into. Oh shit! No, I can't answer that FaceTime. Sorry, go away. Point. Shit, still going. Sorry, I think I might be blurred out because my phone's trying to FaceTime and I need to cancel it. 1 second. I can't do it. No, stop it. There we go. We're back. I think we're back. There we go. It was my wife trying to FaceTime me. I'll FaceTime her back later, but I can't do it right now. I hope she... What's that mean? No. There you go. Sorry, where were we? Ugly bags of water, that's what we are. I always thought that was the most brilliant bit of writing from Star Trek. Okay, yeah, there you go. How aliens see us, and that's what we are. It's, yeah, Star Trek. There's a lot of good things in Star Trek. A lot of good writing. Sorry, that was kind of negative. No, don't apologize about that. That's fine. We are ugly bags of water. I mean, you know, and from an alien perspective, like, I mean, you know, an alien would probably think that we were disgusting. You know, it's like, and we might think the same to them because, you know, it would be so very, very different, and we wouldn't be able to even. I just think this is really interesting. Like, we can't depict aliens Like, that's just something that I don't think we can do. You know, you can say Star Trek depicts aliens. It's like, well, yeah, no, they're just basically just people in suits and with some makeup. And then you can say, oh, well, what about Star Wars? Star Wars has lots of funny aliens. They use CGI and they have like big slug monsters and things with lots of arms, and you know, and again, no, I kind of just think no, because I just feel like, you know, once we do make first contact with an alien, especially if they've come from an environment that's quite dissimilar from Earth, you know, if life has managed to evolve, because I'm sure that this is not the only way to do it. I just wonder what we're going to see, and I wonder how it's going to affect our perspective, not just on the universe, but on ourselves. It would be wonderful to be alive at such a time, I think. Also potentially terrifying. But yeah. But I really don't think that they're going to be like Star Trek with two people with 2 arms and 2 legs, and you know, maybe like blue antennas or whatever. That's just no. that was done for the reasons of keeping it cheap. That was done for budgetary reasons. But yeah, no, but no question, the writing in Star Trek's great. Right? You know, Star Trek makes you think, doesn't it? Star Trek's designed to make you think. And I like that. I like thinking. I find it kind of interesting that mostly water can have so many different appearances. I wonder if that is where the homeopaths got the water has memory bullshit from. Yeah, homeopaths. Homeopaths is so funny. Star Trek. Yes, Star Trek. Are you a Star Trek fan? I like Star Trek. I also like Star Wars. I like all that kind of science fiction. I really like hard science fiction books. You know, where it takes like a concept and just kind of, you know, what if this, and then just tries to see it to its ultimate conclusion. You know, whilst keeping everything else, you know, believable and kind of, you know, accurate and whatever. I love that stuff. It's probably my favorite genre. Funny that people will be like, electricity and water don't mix when we are literally bags of electric water. Yeah, sort of. I mean, but we're not entropic. You know, we are very highly organized. You know, it's you know, we are highly organized systems, biological systems. Zappy water. Shamanic. If we're going to go by what we have seen on Earth, a 90% chance that if we meet an alien, they are kind of a crab. Oh yes, have we talked about this? I think we talked about this. They're going to be kind of a crab because crabs have evolved in many ways. Like they keep evolving. You know, it's like you've got, nature has a set of problems, and natural selection kind of ekes out the ones that don't work so well. But crabs seem to do really well. You know, they seem to do really well. Like crab-like creatures seem to do really well in this whole, you know, survival of the fittest race. So, alien crabs. I don't know, but who knows what the survival pressures would be in an alien world, in an alien environment, in an alien civilization. You know, we have no idea. I just think that's fascinating. It's one of those things where I just kind of feel like it's literally impossible for us to imagine. And I don't say that I don't think about these. I don't think that's, you know, I think people and humans are amazing creatures when we're able to imagine incredible things, and we are able to devise science and stuff that has answered questions which are so, you know, incredibly smart and intricate and deep that it boggles the mind. But when it comes to the question of aliens, I just feel like that's just a massive big question mark, you know? Massive big question mark. And one day, I think it will be answered. But probably not in our lifetimes. This is a fascinating conversation, isn't it? It's fascinating. I wonder how different aliens, and also I'm not getting turned on, which is great. Aliens, don't turn me on. I actually, although now I've thought about it, but no, I actually wonder how different aliens would be and how similar. Yeah, so do I. So do I. Like, look at how many times crabs have independently evolved on this planet. My money is on crab people. Yeah, I know. That's what I was talking about. I kind of think octopi are closest to aliens on Earth, and llamas. Llamas? Okay, no, but I'm totally with you on octopi. Octopi are super interesting creatures, and they have almost the equivalent of like 9 brains, right? They've got like a main brain, like an organizing brain, but then each tentacle has its own sort of independent nervous system, and it's almost responsible for its own thing, and so it's like it has like a like executive function, I guess, but also the tentacles are so advanced. That you can almost say that it's an amalgamation of 9 creatures in one, which I think is super fucking cool. And they're really intelligent. They're not social creatures, but they are brilliant problem solvers. Brilliant at surviving for sure. Octopi are fucking cool. And when I found out that they're so intelligent, and that they're so amazing, I was like, shit, because I like octopus. I like to eat them. I like eating octopus. I don't eat them anymore because I think that that's just not right. But I miss that. I like because they taste yummy. But yeah, no, I mean, I do have some standards, believe it or not. I don't like the idea of eating an intelligent creature, but then you've got, well, where's the line? And I don't even know. I don't know. I should just be a vegetarian, but I don't know. But yeah, llamas. But llamas though. Why do you say llamas, Joel? I don't. They're not that. I mean, the mammals, right? Aren't they? What's interesting about llamas? Studio. If we make contact on Earth, in Earth atmosphere and such, chances are there will be similarities as long as they can wander around without suits on. Since the human form is pretty well designed for effective movement and ability to grab shit and such, but it depends on them being carbon-based. It does very much depend on that. If you have other bases, chances are the form will be very different. Gas form entities with a joint hive mind, sure, why not? Yeah, but you know what? Think about, but you're saying like since human form, but seriously, human form is not the best designed thing that it could be. Think about spiders. Think about crabs. Think about. Carbon-based, but think about octopuses, in water environments. So it's, if they come and they look a bit like humans, I will be shocked, honestly. I will be shocked. Shocked and stunned. I just can't see it. I just can't see it. I think they're gonna be like, oh wow, I would never have expected that kind of situation, Shamanic. I'm far too deep in the AI hole. Are we talking about sex? I thought you were referring to like llamas for a second. No, we're talking about llamas, animals. Eventually, all will return to crab. I ain't gonna be a crab. I don't want to be a crab. You can't make me be a crab. No. Honestly, big brain is quite OP. But it's kind of mad that happened with Monka and not with crab. I'm not following that conversation at all. Sorry, Shamanic. I guess you're referencing something that I'm not familiar with. Llamas are too snooty and judgy to not be aliens. That's the criteria. They're too snooty and judgy. And so they're aliens. I think llamas are cool. You know what? I'd like to have a pack of llamas in my field. I think llamas would be great. Can you ride llamas? Can you saddle llamas up and ride them? Because I want to do that. I want to have llama races. That's what I'm going to do when I get back. Although, oh no, I can't because I got pussy. I'm not going to be able to do riding for a while. On llamas or bicycles or anything, not for a while. Definitely not llamas. No race, no gender, only crab. We've got a big crab fan in the chat. Joelle, I'm sure aliens fly by Earth all the time and lock the doors. Yeah, close the window, wind the windows up. Maybe. I think we're one of the first species to get into space in our galaxy, at least. Okay, Aurelia, that's an interesting perspective. And but you got to back it up. Don't just say it. Say why do you think that though? But why? Why? Galaxy's a big place, you know. The galaxy is a very big place. A very big place. It's the kind of place that it's hard to imagine how big it actually is, and how many stars there actually are, and how little we actually know about our own galaxy. It's huge. I think there's definitely a potential for there to be more than one species in this galaxy. In fact, I think there's the potential for there to be millions of species in this galaxy. Intelligent. Now all I can think of is Zoidberg. Red fry. Crab. Zoidberg, he was good. Ethically vegetarian makes sense, but dietarily and tasty animals. And yeah, but I think you can dietarily. So I think vegan's harder, right? Veganism is harder, and I wouldn't go that far, because I don't think there's anything wrong with eating eggs. I don't think there's anything wrong with drinking milk. You know, all the, if it's an ethical consideration, if it's even if it's an environmental situation, the question is an environmental one. I still think, you raise your chickens, you collect the eggs, you have a cow. It's like, or a goat or something, and it's like, that's ethical. I don't quite, maybe I'm missing something, but I don't quite get it. So I think that veganism's too far, but vegetarianism, I do totally get that. I could maybe go pescatarian as well. Not octopus, but but for catching fish, I think that's fairly reasonable. But I would struggle, because I do like my food. I really do like my food. I'm a big, it's such an important part of my life. I love food. I love trying different kinds of food. I'm having from a cuisine point of view so far, and it's been pretty limited. I'm having the time of my life here in Thailand. It's like a country of opportunity, and I'm gonna make the most of it. And I'm gonna eat everything that's put on my plate. I'm gonna bloody eat, unless it's inedible, because some stuff's inedible. But I'm still gonna give that a go. I'm totally for lab-grown flesh. Yeah, of course. Save on the cow poots and stuff. Lab-grown flesh is a really good solution, actually, isn't it? It's a really good solution. And I think they're making really good steps, really good progress with that. They're maybe not there yet, but once that becomes a really viable option, I think we're going to see a lot more of that, and I am totally on board. I think that's great. And I think the world needs it. I think we need to just get on this shit, don't we? We really need to we needed to do this yesterday. Lab-grown meats are currently not viable from an environmental standpoint. Okay, there you go already. Is that the situation? But if we optimize the process, and hopefully there will be. Studio, no, unless you have opposable thumbs or at least some other fine movement and gripping ability, you will have a hard time using tools and go beyond stuff, and that doesn't involve using tools. This is one of the major obstacles to evolve beyond basic intelligence. But again, look at octopi. Octopi do not have opposable thumbs, but they have 8 tentacles, and they can do things that we can only dream of with those 8 tentacles. They can honestly, they can do incredible things. They are very fine tools for manipulation. So, I think you need to, you need to think a little bigger, darling. It's not all about the opposable thumbs. Obviously these are like, for us, it was. For us, having opposable thumbs helped us have a big brain and had, all these kinds of things. Caused women to have wide pelvises. There's a huge chain reaction of events that took place. Made us creative, and our creativity meant that we were judged, people were judged on their creativity, as far as, if someone's creative and created loads of flint tools, then they were a stud. They were hot, man or woman, I don't know. But if they'd made a bunch of flint tools, spearheads or whatever, then they were the one you wanted to get. But I digress, and I can't remember what we're talking about. Shamanic, we need lab grown meat. We need it. I know, only ethical long-term solution. I know people will get icked about it. Oh, fuck them. But from a purely rational base, we can't support every body type and dietary need on vegetarian. Lab grown meat is only way to replace what we have. By the trajectory, we should be able to replace factory farm meat with lab grown on price parity in 5 years. Hey, that's cool, Shamanic. That's some good figures and facts. I like those. I hope you're right. I hope those are good figures. But you know what? Also, there's a big push for insect protein as well, right? What is it? Just basically just like insect protein. What is it? It's okay, help me out on this. I can't remember. There's the variety of insects, and obviously individual insects are quite small and and totally edible, and it's the ick factor, right? Most people don't eat them. In Western culture, you pick up an insect and go, yummy, and everyone's gonna look at you in absolute fucking disgust. But it's a perfectly viable source of protein, and it's edible, and it's mostly tastes of like prawns or whatever, maybe. And so there's this option as well. And if you harvest them, and is it locusts? Is it locusts that you can do this to? And you can kind of farm locusts, and that can then become a really good source of protein. I don't know how feasible that is, or how it compares to lab grown meat, which is another strand, isn't it? But insects. And insect protein, that's I think that's interesting. And yeah, I'd do it. I'd eat it. I'm not fussy. I've done worse for less. Of course, 2 arms isn't optimal. You might have 4 or 8 or 5, and tracks or other forms of legs. Yeah, tracks are tricky though. Tracks are mechanically tricky to evolve. Things that rotate, that's actually a real tricky evolutionary problem, because how do you get there? But maybe, hey, I don't think anything's off the table. But you kind of need some kind of ability to utilize different external resources like tools. Yes. Lab-grown llamas. Well, they've done lab-grown sheep, haven't they? They've cloned sheep. Why not clone llamas and then eat them or ride them? I don't know what you can do with llamas. What's the point of llamas? What's the point of a llama? Can someone tell me what the point of a llama is? I'm sort of interested. Oh man, complete derail, but I'm spinning up a web service and it auto-generated a name, and it's Fishy Zella's boat. And I can't. I don't know why, but it cracks me up. Fishy's Elizabeth. Alpacas are better than llamas. Llamas want to kill you. Alpacas want to cuddle with you. Oh well, then alpacas it is. Then maybe I should raise alpacas. Is that Heroku? What? I don't know. It's all a ruse. The alpacas are just llama envoys trying to lure you in. The llamas, the evil masterminds. Freya, I have largely switched to a plant-based meat alternatives, and it's helped my health, and I'm dropping weight rather quickly. That's fantastic, Freya. I think that's really good. If you can get that to work for you, then that's great. That's really good. Throughout Corgi. No, I've had alpacas. I've had alpacas, and they make great horse buddies. Oh yeah, so like company for horses. That's cool. Because horses need company. You can't just have one horse, can you? You need to have at least a couple of horses to keep each other company. Or it doesn't have to be horses, but a horse with, a cow or a sheep or a alpaca. Shamanic. Again, I'm too deep in AI land. Every time my brain jumps to Stanford's alpaca model or the various kilometers from Meta. Yeah, all right, Shamanic. I don't even know what you're talking about, but, yeah, you do that. Honestly, I honestly do not care if it tastes good. I eat it. Right, but you should care, because what if that's a baby? What if that's a human baby? You haven't thought this through, have you? This tastes good. Yes, it's your son. It's like, I don't care. Nom 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 nom. My most favorite container name was Metallic Corgi. My leg feels weird. So I've been going for a while now. I'm gonna probably stop fairly soon, just to let you all know. I'm gonna keep going till maybe 9. I'm gonna try and catch up with chat, but I'm starting to think about winding this up. I can feel I'm getting. You know what I need to do? All right, yeah, thanks. Whoever did that, thank you. I need to go get some water, and I need to change my pack. So let me just do that. Oh, but I'm loving this fucking chat. I am loving this chat. This is what it's all about, isn't it? And where the fuck is this coming from? This is still not clamped. Fuck's sake. I don't know what's going on with my clamping, but it's failing. I'm failing to clamp my bloody cat today. That's another one out of the freezer. So I'm going to put this one back in the freezer. It's a never-ending story. Never-ending story. Water. Oh, so I don't know if it's dribbling through. I don't know if this is like just freely flowing out, or if it's still capturing some stuff, and then there's still some stuff in my bladder. Hard to know, isn't it, really? But it's a bit annoying. It's a bit distressing, because tomorrow is my day of seeing if I can pee, and I don't want to. I really would like to be able to do this, so I'm not gonna fuck around now. But after this stream, I'm gonna see if I can clamp this thing properly. I need a proper clamp. That's what I should ask. Can you go to the mall for me and get like a clamp, a proper kind of, for wood, so I can do my catheter tube properly. I needed that. Oh, I needed that. Thank you very much. Oh, gosh. Okay, Aurelia. Aurelia sounds like she's about to say something interesting, so let's see what Aurelia's going to say. It's based in the concepts of the Fermi paradox and on the idea that most, if not all, species who'd conquer their home planet to the point of considering leaving for more space or resources would be sufficiently aggressive to attempt conquest of their neighbours. Also, if there were others, unless they're basically just getting into space too, we'd have heard of them already. Okay. No. So there's a but. Okay, so that all makes sense on the surface of things, but there's a bunch of assumptions that are embedded in that. And one of the things it's not considering is the dark forest hypothesis. The dark forest hypothesis is a super interesting one. And that is that there's a bunch of alien civilizations out there, and they are intelligent enough to know that they should stay quiet. Because it's like you're in a dark forest. You're alone in a dark forest. You don't want to attract the attention of wolves. Because if you attract the attention of wolves, they're going to come and they're going to kill you and eat you. And so anyone who's intelligent enough to realize this isn't going to be like banging on the trees and going, "Hello, anyone out there? Can I have some help, please?" You're in a dark forest at night in the middle of Sweden. And if you do that, you're going to, you're endangering yourself. You're going to get attacked by wolves and you're going to die. So there's this dark forest hypothesis where it's like, alien civilizations, the ones who do transmit, the ones who do kind of naively, say, "Hello, anyone there? Let's make friends." If they do encounter another civilization, I don't know if it's 50-50, but it's there's definitely a chance that they're not going to be friendly and they're just going to wipe them out. And they're going to wipe them out with weapons that they have absolutely no defense against. They're going to launch a black hole into the sun and it's just going to go boom. Stuff like that. They're just going to annihilate them because they don't want them to be a threat. They're not interested in the resources. They're not interested in conquering. They've got plenty of resources. They could potentially be a Type 4 galaxy-spanning civilization, right? But that doesn't mean that they're nice. And so anyone. So there's a real good reason to maybe just stay quiet. Stay quiet on our planet. And not make a big fuss about things. And I think that maximizes our chances of survival. And then once we are spacefaring, and once we have developed enough technology, and we kind of, I think we're ready now, but we better make sure we are ready, because otherwise, if we do encounter a hostile race who are well beyond our capabilities, then it's just going to be like, oh, shall we just destroy them? Yeah, let's just get rid of them. Let's not take the chance. And they're gone. And we're gone. So Aurelia, that's like I don't want to be insulting to you or anything, but that is a very naive way of looking at it, and maybe the way that I'm looking at it is also a cynical way of looking at it. But I do think there's definitely something in there. I think we should be more cautious. I think we should be very cautious. We should not assume that an intelligent civilization is also benevolent. It could be the equivalent of, oh, that's a nasty insect, I'm going to stand on it, from their point of view. The amount of barriers to getting to Type 1 as a civilization are way too many. It's not unrealistic that we are, in fact, unicorns. Again, I don't know. I don't believe we're special. Every time we think we're special, we're proved wrong. Every time we think we are, the sun circles the earth. Sun doesn't circle the earth. Every time they think that, we're at the center of the, our solar system's important. There's loads of other solar systems with lots of other planets which are in Goldilocks zones. Okay, so what about our galaxy? It must be in a really special place. It's like in just a really standard, boring part of the universe. It looks pretty homogeneous. There's lots of other places where it could be. So I kind of just like, I don't think. I think we should not assume we're unicorns. I think we should assume that if it happens here, it can happen anywhere else. And because the universe and the galaxy, but certainly the universe, is so vast, unimaginably vast, that means that there's an almost infinite variety of possible ways of creating life and things to happen. And so, hey, can you see my pointer on the screen? Can you see that pointer? That's weird. Can you see that? You can't you? You can see that pointer on my screen. Look, it's on my eye now. There's the pointer in my eye. I don't know why, but that can you see that? I don't know. Anyway, what was I talking about? Got distracted. That's me. I'm very smart, by the way. There are a lot of So I don't think we're unicorns. No, there are a lot of factors that need to fit just right. Yeah, for sure. But there's also a huge amount of a huge amount of opportunities for that to happen. I don't think lab-grown meat is the only ethical solution. That said, factory farming needs to end. Not only factory ranching, but all farming on that scale. Aurelia, I agree. It's very environmentally damaging, and it's mostly inhumane to the animals. And that's the old ways. We need to find the new ways. We need to move on to the new ways, and we need to do that as soon as possible, please. Studio, but I do agree with Meja in that our viewpoint might prevent us from seeing alternative ways and methods that might be even better than what we have and do. Thank you for agreeing with me. I'm not entirely sure what the context was there, but I'm usually right, so it's a safe bet that you should agree with me. I personally think raising animals and treating them well during their lifetime is as ethically viable as lab-grown meat. Yeah, exactly. As long as you've... But not everyone has a farm, not everyone has a field, not everyone has a barn to be able to do that, So, factory scale farming becomes the only way to do that, on that kind of scale of humans, because there's a lot of mouths to feed, in Norway, I'm very lucky. I have a farm. I've got a field. We got sheep on it. We got a big barn. We got outhouses. It's a very different situation. But central London, that's not going to work. Not everyone can have an alpaca or goat or whatever. Shamanic. I used to be fully vegetarian. But after had a massive gluten flare-ups and chronic pain, my digestion doesn't really deal with purely vegan or veg options for protein. So I eat meat now and feel much healthier because of it. Tried at various points to be more ethical with my meat consumption, but it's been hard recently trying to budget. Again, evolutionarily speaking, we are... we are, what's the word? We eat anything, we are, we're not carnivores, we're omnivores, that's the word, we're omnivores. We eat fruits and berries, and we eat vegetables, and we eat meat, and we hunt and gather, and we farm, and, we are omnivores. So, and we've been that for a long time, many generations. So our bodies have adapted for that to become our diet, and meat's a big part of it. I think that's only viable on an individual basis. Yeah, exactly, shamanic. We will have more of that if the de facto is lab-grown insect. Joel, I personally don't think that the rare earth, rare intelligence, rare civilization lines in the sand are really viable. It used to be that no stars had planets. Okay, yeah, okay, you're talking about the same thing as me. Now, literally every star has at least one planet. Then it was no life in extreme environments. Now it's like extremophiles. You know, we found life surviving in deep sea vents and close to volcanoes and all this kind of stuff. And it's like, life finds a way. Each of the rare lines in the sand have been stepped over. I mean, no offense to share my differing opinion. Joel, I agree. I agree, Joel. I agree. Aurelia, you're wrong. Respectfully, of course. I'm hoping it's okay. Me and Aurelia are like this. I can tell her that she's wrong. I'm hoping I can get to a place where I do a market garden and rearing a few different animals, but doing so well. I really hope you can get that as well, Aurelia. I think that sounds like a really cool dream, and I think you'd really enjoy doing that. Except for cow poots. Cow poots are really, but cows are a big source of methane, aren't they? So eating beef is like one of the worst things you can do because cows do big poos. But then again, dairy cows, they create a lot of methane as well. So, and I do like milk. I don't eat much beef, okay, but I do like my milk. Shamanic, but it just isn't viable at the level we need to maintain current meat-eating consumption, and as our population is growing, any solution needs to accommodate more consumption, even if we all eat less meat. Yeah, Shamanic, I think you're right. Funny that, you can significantly reduce the amount of greenhouse gases your cattle create if you feed them right. There's seaweed that helps cut it in half. Interesting, really. So, hey, that's cool. So, part of the problem perhaps with cows, and the reason they fart so much, is because we're just feeding them wrong. I mean, that's interesting. That's very interesting. Seaweed is a solution, and seaweed's actually a really good source of food as well. Seaweed's great. And it's one of those sort of untapped resources almost. Most people, says property of my cat, have probably already eaten bugs. Cochineal, derived from bugs commonly used as a red food colouring. Yeah, of course. A lot of people have eaten bugs. I mean, so shrimps and prawns sort of are bugs, right? They live on the sea. They're sea creatures, but they are. I mean, the land equivalent, for example, like wood lice and things, they are basically the same thing. There's not a huge amount of evolutionary variation there. One lives in the sea, and the other one has developed to live on the land, but. Most people would like go, oh my god, I would never eat a bug, but you've eaten prawns, right? And you've eaten things like that, so you sort of have eaten bugs. Escargot, snails. They're okay. I eat them. I would eat them. They're not my favorite food, but I quite like the idea that hey, this is food. I like this. It is cool, and with the right serving, with the garlic and the whatever and stuff, it's it's all right. It's a bit rubbery. What's the point of a llama? Yes, this is the question. To be constantly judged by your own pet. So can't cats do that though? Because cats can be quite judgmental. So just if you want to be judged by your pet, then maybe a cat is easier than a llama. But I still wouldn't mind a llama. Llamas and alpacas give milk and fur. You're right. A good riding in mountains and at some point meat. Yeah. So you can ride them, can't you? You can ride llamas and alpacas. Fuck, I'd love to do that. I'd love to have an alpaca riding school. Awesome. One of my daughters wants a horse. I might see if I can start incepting her to instead of a horse, hey, maybe you want an alpaca. I'll start playing like a tape while she sleeps of alpaca convincing something. I don't know how that will work, but I'll figure it out. It's like, look, I'm sorry, 16th birthday. So is my horse, mummy and mummy. It's like, we didn't get you a horse, we got you a llama. there may be tears. It's even better. I have a scarf made from alpaca wool. It's good. Okay, probably my cat. I want a llama and goat farm. You know, as part of a trans commune. Sounds pretty good. When I set that up on my farm and convert my huge barn into the social and living quarters, then we can do the llama and goat thing, yeah. But I gotta warn you, the winters are harsh, so you're gonna have to do a lot of wood chopping. You'll need to do a lot of wood chopping, and we're also gonna need to sort out some, more like long-term solutions with wind farming and solar, and heat pumps and things like that. But hey, I'm sure you're down for that. Trans commune, my place. Get in, loser. We're gonna go and make a trans commune in Norway. Gonna have to put on mute for a bit. Don't be too funny while I'm off. Oh shit! I can't be too funny now. Well, you know what? Fuck 'em. I'm gonna be as funny as I like. I'm probably not gonna be funny now. Actually, I am tired. So stop talking, and I need to get to the end of the chat. Everyone, stop talking now. Stop it. Shh. Cow poots. Oh, don't get me wrong. Look, I can talk about cow poots all day, though. I am not against holistic farming at all, but 5 million cows to make a day's worth of McDonald's poo burgers, that's got to change the locus. Those are interesting numbers, aren't they? Those are interesting numbers. And sobering numbers. That's just, that is ridiculous, isn't it? God. Given we produce something like 2.5 times as much food as we currently need globally, I'd argue there are things we can adjust there to make it better. Also, a lot of people eat much more meat than we'd need for a healthy diet, for sure. Llamas are open source chat GPT like AI models that you can run at home. What are you talking about, Shamani? I think we're on very different streams right now. Are you sure you're on Trans Breaks? Thank you for your stream. You're very welcome, Joel. Thank you, or Joels. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for being such a cool contributor and supporter. I've been using ChatGPT for all. Is there a better engine? Joel Coggy, thank you for bringing up the Dark Forest. I was trying to remember that from uni. Dark Forest. Dark Forest has one problem though. Societal evolution. I'm thinking the amount of noise a civilization makes simply by existing, and aliens may reach that point once they think enough on it, but it's highly likely there are centuries of civilization where there's no thought of that. I'm not even talking about aliens doing the same dumb-dumbery that we have done by sending probes into space. But there's the whole, what's the formula? Signal to noise kind of. Basically, radio signals degrade proportional to how far they go. Exponentially proportional, in fact. I think it's exponentially proportional. So the further away they go, the more and more they degrade. And eventually they just become, barely noticeable. And even advanced alien civilizations are probably just not going to be able to hear it. And even if they can hear it, they're not necessarily going to be able to figure out where it's coming from. And it's still going to take an effort to do the thing. There's still going to be some effort involved. And so I think it's a case of when it gets serious, you know, when we become a spacefaring race, when we are definitely becoming what could be perceived as a threat, right? And at that point, then the aliens may just be like, no, let's just stamp on this one. Probes specifically for initiating contact. Yeah, like Voyager. We've basically sent them our home address and nudes. Hey, here's some nudes. Do you want to come back to our place? We can host. There was an interesting statistic paper a few years ago that showed that when you consider the statistical uncertainties on all the factors in the Drake equation, the resultant probability of there being intelligent life in our galaxy is consistent with zero. Yeah, but there's so many statistical uncertainties. It basically means that the Drake equation is worthless. As far as I know, GPT-4all was based on llama, not 100%. Oh, I'm not saying we're special. We just won the lottery. Yes, okay. Yes, we. From that point of view, we are special. That's the anthropic principle, isn't it? That's the anthropic principle. It's like, if we hadn't won the lottery, we wouldn't be around to be amazed at how lucky we are that we won the lottery. Someone had to win the lottery, and it was us, and so we are, it's like, God, what are the chances? Well, it's, for us, the chances were kind of like 100%, because this is what happened. I don't know. It's a funny one, isn't it? Someone has to be around to observe the universe. We are the universe observing itself. We are the intelligent part of the universe looking at itself, looking back at itself, and being, "Hey, I'm pretty cool." And yeah, I get what you're saying, and you could be wrong. I could be wrong. Are you sure about that? It's just a guess. I mean, you could be right. Okay, thank you. That sounds better. You could be wrong. Beetles. Lots and lots of beetles. Crunchy beetles. Crunch, crunch, crunch. This beetle burger is an interesting addition to the menu. But honestly, I'll try it. I'll try anything once. No talk, only crab. Do you like crab? Do you like to eat crab? Because crab is, I quite like crab. I quite like it when it's prepared well. But it's not my favourite. I prefer lobster for sure. Really like lobster. I got a really good lobster story for you. I'm not going to do it now because it's a long and traumatizing lobster story for you all. Tune in next time and remind me, and I might bless you with the lobster story, because it's there'll be laughs, there'll be gasps, there'll be tears. Thank you. It's the inverse square law. That's what I was trying to grasp at. Yeah, inverse square law. Astronomical noise covers light waves too. But yeah, as said, this is a guess on my part. It's very easy. I could be wrong. You're wrong. To be fair, I'm not certain there is intelligent life in our galaxy, as included. Exactly. Maybe you've hit the nail on the head there. So where the universe is equivalent to navel gazing, yeah, we are, sort of. I mean, honestly, the universe, if you think about the universe as a whole could be said to be not sentient. But that's not true, because we are part of the universe. So that means that we are the sentient part of the universe. So we are able to look at it in telescopes, and we are able to try and work it out and try and figure it out, and we are the universe and a product of the universe looking back on itself, trying to understand what it is that we are, which I think is pretty interesting. Okay, crab is tasty but annoying to prepare. It does take a little while to prepare. You're right, it is. I like catching them. I love it when I bring up my pot and I've got a crab or two in my pot. It's awesome. But then I'm like, oh shit, now I gotta prepare it. But yeah, but it's cool. I like crab. I really like crab. Earlier, Arrow so far hasn't enjoyed shellfish other than shrimp, and even shrimp only in certain limited ways. That's a shame, Aurelia. Shellfish is I love shellfish. Lobster. So for me, lobster is a joy. I really do like lobster, particularly the tail. The claws are good too, but lobster tail is a delight. And it's you know it's a lot better than crab. It's it's similar, but it's also different. And lobster is really good. I wish it wasn't so expensive. If lobster was not so expensive, I'd eat it like all the time. But it's like a real special occasion, and now we'll get a lobster, like a real proper special occasion. But I really like lobster. Yeah, I really like it. You don't like the sweetness of lobster and crab. That's interesting. The sweetness is the thing. That said, there could be ways in which I could like it. Yeah, maybe it's in the preparation, maybe it's in the cooking, maybe it's just maybe you got a bad one. I don't know, but yeah, no, I've had some fantastic experience with cuisinerial. Is that a word? Experiences with lobster, but I've also had some extremely traumatic experiences, or one traumatic experience, which is an incredible lobster story that I want to tell you, but I'm not going to tell you now because I'm really tired, and I'm going to stop the stream. Okay, I'm going to stop the stream. I'm going to maybe raid someone. Universe is such a semantic word. It means one verse, and then people ask if the universe has consciousness, and yet they are conscious in the universe. Funny how people see their own consciousness as separate from the universe. If you are there asking the question, you already have the answer. Yeah, well, no, we are not separate from the universe. We are the universe. We are intrinsically part of the universe. We are not special, or we are not like magical beings that are separate. Human beings have this kind of thing that we think that we're like magical and we don't really exist. We exist outside of nature as some kind of special, heavenly souled creatures that. That places outside of nature and outside of, just give us this really special elevated position. And that's just absolute bullshit. Absolute bullshit. We are not. We are incredible. I'm not saying that. We are absolutely fucking incredible. But we are very much part of the universe, and we are animals. Lobster baguette in Maine. One of my goals if I go to the US. Yeah, I'm with you. Oh God, I'd so get that. Yeah, totally. Yeah, I'd totally get that. I'd love to do that. Take me with you. Take me with you. Oh, sorry, I have to have abscond. Keep up being awesome, Maya, and good luck with everything. Thank you, studio. I'm going to stop soon. Hugs. Thanks for streaming, Maya. You're very welcome. Very, very welcome. We are going to wrap this up now. Sleep well, sweet princess. It's not my bedtime. I don't have to dilate because I've done that. I'm going to chill for a bit. I might watch a film. And then I'm going to take my makeup off. I'm going to get comfy. I'm going to get under the covers a bit. I'm gonna maybe watch a film. Oh, I've got Star Trek Strange New Worlds to watch. Maybe I'll do that because I'm enjoying that. There's a new episode out, so I might do that. Studio waves to me. Keep the knickers on, or well, I got some fresh ones now, so I can maybe I think I'm gonna get these ones off and put some new ones on, and then I'm gonna have to change them again tomorrow. You're very welcome, Shamanic. Thanks for the stream. Property of my cat. It's been nice watching while preparing and then eating my Sunday lunch. Thanks for streaming. Rest well. Bye for now. Thank you for watching Property of my cat. I hope you've had a nice lunch. I hope everyone has had a nice time. I've had a nice time. I think the conversation's been really good. It's been, we've had some really interesting topics. It's gone from the ridiculous to the sublime. as it always does. We've been rude, we've been crude, and we've been also super intelligent. So I think we've done a really good job, guys. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me entertained. I hope I've kept you entertained as well. I'm going to sign off, but first I'm going to just see if there's someone we can raid, because I think it's always nice to just try and raid someone just to, just to keep up the community spirit on Twitch and just to, pass things forward. I'll see if there's anyone on. There's not that many, but Astro Canuck's on.
No points.
And he's great. So we're going to raid Astro Canuck.
Astrophotography.
I mean, it's not totally dissimilar subject matters probably. He does Lego, sure, but he also talks a lot about astronomy and the universe. He does a lot of astrophotography, and he's a super duper cool guy as well, which is nice, right? It's important. So we're gonna raid Astro. Let's raid Astro Canuck. Everybody get in the raid. Get yourself in the raid, guys. We're all going to raid Astro Canuck. It's going to be fun. Already it says 10 out of 10, filthy stream. That's a big thumbs up. 10 out of 10 score. Well done, everyone. Keep up the good work. I'm proud of you. I mean, probably it's mostly me, but still. Freya says, been fun. Off for a laser session now. Only a bit left. Good luck. I hope it doesn't hurt too much. But I'm guessing that if there's not much left, then you're at the point where it's like totally bearable. So that's really cool. I'm happy for you. Shamanic, we'll hop off for the raid as need to get prepped for my own stream thing. It's been a joy. Glad to see you recovering. It has been a joy. That's a good word for it. It's been a joy. It has been a joy. And Jesus Christ, Joel Corgi is just, before the raid happens, Joel Corgi is just gifted us a bunch more tier 1 subs. Joel, you are an absolute superstar and I love you. Mwah, 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 mwah. 5, mwah. That was 5 kisses for 5 subs. Everyone thank Joel. If you've got a sub, I think you have Joel to thank. So we're raiding now. Thank you once again, Joel. Bye, everyone. Bye.